Alright, this game gets like 2 1 points out of 10 just because you play as Beavers. Timberborn is a game that might as well be substitute for a civil engineering exam, and I don't know if I would describe the game as complicated. I mean, it has complexity, but everything is very intuitive. The UI communicates very well. It's just that there's a lot of ways you can mess up, and trust me, I have. The game at its core is a resource management city builder, particularly city building. Other games that are city builders, it's more like organizing a city or planning one. This one, you're actually like making everything. The verticality in particular is really amazing. There's a lot of like modular buildings you can like stack on top of each other. Just like it's all very nice. The whole like water flow system and how you're making dams. Of course, Beaver. So making dams essential because well, Beaver and the main thing pushing you to do stuff is the drought, which goes up a day each time I think. And if you have no water, plants die, tree dies, your beavers die. So controlling flow of water makes reservoirs, although I haven't really done it. Making aqueducts so you can expand to other areas, I imagine is also pretty important for not dying. Don't neglect this I did, and accidentally flood things when you do try to do it. And of course, you are a beaver, so making dams is essential because well, beaver, and the main thing pushing you to do stuff is the drought, which goes up a day each time I think. And if you have no water, plants die, trees die, your beavers die. So controlling flow of water, making reservoirs, although I haven't really done it, I imagine aqueducts are pretty good for the not dying and expanding into other areas. Don't neglect this like I did and accidentally flood everything a few times. There's only a few things I think should be like added or changed, although they're like very small. Whenever you have something like a farm or forester that only has like an area it can plant things, it only shows you the area like it can plant things when you have a click, but goes away when we actually go to plant. Maybe if I didn't have a memory, I would come across, I remember, but also, your beavers don't pick up rubble if there's no storage for it, which, I mean, you should usually have storage, something like wood, which in my case, that was the thing that they weren't picking up to, use to build. So you probably won't encounter this, but, it's something that, shouldn't be the case. Just pick up the wood and put it to the building that it's next to. Why they gotta pick it up? And it's just, it, it's not the worst thing, but, Also, why don't the beavers eat wood? Like, I mean, you need it to build like a mass amount of things, so you need as much as you can get, but beaver. Beaver eat wood. Why does the paper make dynamite? Why did my wife leave? For a game that's still fairly early access, a year in its run, base systems are amazing, and it seems like it's really only up from here. There's a whole other faction with its own unique building, multiple maps. This is my current setup. Probably gonna restart. I started messing around with dams more, and you see, I'm very trial and error. This is like my 11th run. There will be more of my saves, but I'm ashamed of those runs, so they don't get to stay on my computer. Few tips though: build fortress, make them oak, and makes them more efficient for wood. And I think doing like 3 of them are like good. Make haulers and more builders, mostly haulers. They help carry more stuff for your other jobs. They won't move anything themselves, like besides like a few things. But if like a builder is going to build something, to help them carry things behind them just for any job. It's in a little district management thing though. The game doesn't really tell you it, but it's a pretty useful thing to have. Well-being, for every 5 points, it gives a boost to the move speed, build time, and health. So you want to at least like keep it around 5. You get it to 10. It's pretty good. Just try to make it as high as possible as you can sustain it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Good to play while multitasking as well, since a lot of times where your beavers just need to like do the jobs before just giving more commands. Don't really need to micromanage things like too much. Overall, it's a pretty chill game. It's only like 20 bucks and Steam, or like $25 in Steam. So, on a cool game to pick up. Timberborn.